From Truist Park, just about set for baseball from Cobb County, Georgia. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Miami Marlins and the Atlanta Braves. Ronald Acuna will try to write his name in history books and break the single-season home run record. Next. Ian Anderson, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Their ball club is going to have to keep a close eye on this one. This guy's nearing 200 innings on the season, and that's a lot of innings. A guy that takes the ball every 5 days. I'm sure they're going to watch to see if there are any signs of him tiring early in this one.
Ready now is John Birdie, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And now the first pitch. Cold strike on the corner. Good changeup that time. Avoids these Braves as they take the field here tonight. They come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that one-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has struggled to score runs the last couple games. Last 3 to 4 games to be exact. They're going to have to manufacture it in a different way. Can't wait for that 2-3 run homer. They're going to have to get guys on base, put the defense on their heels a little bit, maybe a little hit and run, maybe a little old school baseball.
Sent on the ground out to second. Albies brings it in, and that's the second out. So here is Brian Anderson. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Ball taken there, 2-1 now. Now a swing and a fly ball. Right fielder giving chase, and no one will track it down. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Popped him up. Freeman has room in foul territory. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. Miami down in order, and now the Braves will step up for their first opportunity to score. Eliezer Hernandez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Hit hard to third. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I'm a bit worried about the second hitter. It's been a topic of conversation around this club about how bad he's been struggling. Nobody seems to have the answer, but the answers are only going to come from him, and I think his confidence is pretty zapped right now. He just has to get out there, square up a couple of balls, and maybe that confidence will come back.
A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Bases are empty, one man out. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2.
Ball.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Next, it'll be Trevor Story. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. First pitch on its way. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there. But he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
2 out, nobody on. In for strike 2.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Now into the box, Jazz Chisholm. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball. 1-0.
The 1-0.
2 balls. No strike.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
J.J. Bleday stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Fouled away. Anderson, originally from New York State. He was a first-round pick back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Camargo brings it in, and there are 2 away now. And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
A bouncer up the middle. Camargo's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the... Now at the plate here is Austin Riley for his career in this matchup. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Hernandez has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per night.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 22 on the year. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0. Sure, you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. 268 the average for him coming in. 32 home runs and 69 runs batted in. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
No ball.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away. But that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This pitch is popped up, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
First pitch on its way. Smoke toward third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Braves able to tack on another courtesy of the solo shot. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Atlanta.
Welcome back to Truist Park, home of the Braves, who have proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Pache is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So the next to bat will be Isan Diaz. First pitch on its way. And he takes ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
2-0 to the Marlins designated hitter in this one.
2-0 to count.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Ferrar Encarnacion is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. That's by him for strike 1.
1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he popped him up. Albies ranging into the outfield. And the Marlins have their first hit of the game.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-roll, then you give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little 2-out lightning start.
And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range. The batter will be Christian Pache, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here. Stepping in for the Braves, Johan Camargo. His prior history in this matchup, just a 1-for-12 career line. First pitch of the AB on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
0 for 1 here in the early going. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Pache on second. Camargo on at first with nobody out. And this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
3-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 3-1. And it's fouled away. First and second here with nobody out. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Freddie Freeman comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
Fouled off. Runners are at first and second with one away. Weak grounder down the first baseline. He's got it, and they put the tag on him for the out, but meanwhile both runners are able to move up a base. Trevor Story steps in now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can forget about it. This ball is gone. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Home run number 42 on the season, and the Braves add on. It's 4-0.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball in the yard.
Stepping in now, Austin Riley. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he takes a cold strike 1.
1-1.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Standing in now, Travis d'Arnaud. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But the Braves do pick up 3 on the strength of this 3-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now 4. New inning set to get underway, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Connor Scott. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Connor Scott goes down to become the first out here in the 4th. At the plate now, Brian Anderson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Not close. It's 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. And a full count now, 3-2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit. But unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. The 3-2 one more time. Another one sent foul. The 3-2 one more time. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Number 18 for him on the campaign. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, it took long enough, but they're finally on the board. We might look back at this shot as a spark they needed to make their bats come alive. Then again, it might just be a blip on the radar. We'll see how the rest of the game unfolds.
Into the box, Jazz Chisholm. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In there, strike 2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Batter will be J.J. Bleday. Now here's the first offering. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Good waste pitch, 1 and 2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Now another 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Acuna going back. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very nicely recorded out number 3. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. Bottom of the 4th. So up steps Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball.
Well, it's been a rough one so
No
far.
strike.
4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and
2
a strike.
balls, 1 strike.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 2-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
William Contreras is in for the 2nd time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0.
Yep.
Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside. The 1-1 home. Fly ball right down the line in left. Encarnacion is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. 2 gone now in the Braves half of the 4th. And up next will be Christian Pache. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Lofted in the air out toward right center. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves, but they lead it 4-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi. First pitch of the AB on its way. Jorge Alfaro comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Next, here is Isan Diaz. Struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
1 ball, 1 strike.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side. Now to the plate, Johan Camargo, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. That evens it up 1-1. Again, another foul ball.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Grounded up the first baseline. Scooped up. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So it's back to the top of the order now. And that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
1-1 the count. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. The 1-1. Runners on the move for second. Strike taken. The throw.
He's in there.
Well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit, and they'll add one more to the lead. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Trevor Story is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Austin Riley. As, oh goodness, not ready for that slider at all. It's strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2. Freeman over at second. Story at first. 1 gone. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. He settles under it and makes the catch in the deepest confine of the ballpark. And he is in there. Now at the plate is Travis d'Arnaud. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the AB now as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
Playing 11, 1-1.
Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Braves will. Striding in is Ferrar Encarnacion. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
Pache is there, and he has it for the out. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, John Birdie. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And a fastball's in there for strike one. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. And it's 1-2.
One ball,
the problem for the
strikes.
batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Contreras will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning. So now into the box is Connor Scott. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
I think when a team starts struggling.
High and deep to right center. A ball that's carrying. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he will get in there with his first big league hit, a double. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Connor Scott has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Struck him out. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up Ozzie Albies.
Second baseman, Ozzie.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Albies with a 1-1 count now.
One ball.
I know he
one
buried
strike.
that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
The 2-1.
Ball, no.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Count is full.
Changeup
3
gets
balls,
him
2
out in
strikes.
front for strike 2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking.
Ball
That's
4.
the
Take your
beauty
base.
right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup, or do you stay with the heater?
Next to dig in, William Contreras. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now here's the first offering. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
The 0-1 pitch.
Ball 1.
Albies aboard here at first with nobody out. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 1-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Bunt attempt misses. The throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
2 strikes.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Another try at 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And
That's
that
down,
misses
ball 4.
ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away. And the next in is Johan Camargo. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play. And stepping in, Jazz Chisholm. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
1-2.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
Still 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Next up is J.J. Bleday. He flew out in his last AB. Hit down the third baseline. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. He'll get it into second. The tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2. Into the box now, Garrett Cooper. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in the outfielder, Ronald Acuna. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now that's popped up. Cooper is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. Now to bat, Freddie Freeman singled home a run in his last time up. First pitch on the way.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far,
2-1.
and rightfully so.
2 balls and a strike to Freeman. The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
I tried to backdoor him there, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4, according to Woody Keller. Trevor Story will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on.
0-1.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has a game plan every time he comes to the plate. Let's see how this one plays out.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Freeman leads off first with 1 away. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with one away. Austin Riley will stride in one more time as we flash you back to earlier. This was a big blow right here as he leaves the yard with plenty to spare. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way.
No.
Not close with the off-speed pitch
We're
taken for
11,
a ball.
1-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
A ball and 2 strikes now. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Lays
Ball
off
2.
2-2 now. Castano has compiled over 65 innings of work with a dominant sub-3 ERA, good by anybody's standards.
No.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but
Count
he won't
is full.
offer at it.
3-2.
3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. Now at the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. 1-1 the count now. 2nd and 3rd, 2 away. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. And oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Chris Martin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Jorge Alfaro is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And he's going to get to 2nd now with nobody out. Stepping in now, Isan Diaz. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
In today's game of seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it, I'd love to see a little 2-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force-feed something the other way.
Now to the plate, here is Gerard Encarnacion. He's 1 for 2 in this one, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Oh, and he can't come up with it. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go John Birdie. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. No balls and 1 strike. Hit back up the middle. Camargo picks it up cleanly. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. John Curtis is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. He's set, and the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Encarnacion has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Next to hit is William Contreras. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now here it comes. Bounce to first. He's got it. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Into the box, Christian Pache. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. from the stretch. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike one.
Tried to drag butt himself on there. Didn't work, and he probably won't try it for a second time, but the defense still has to respect it.
Now here it comes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Braves are set down. All set to start the ninth in this one, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Connor Scott. Jordan Hicks comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. No balls and a strike to count. And it's fouled away. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And there's your first out of the inning. Braves are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Fouled off. One out, nobody on. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
And he fouls this one off. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
This is pulled into right, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So now to the plate, J.J. Bleday, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Left side, but well foul. Chisholm is off of first with 2 away. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And he will make the running catch as he winds up on his belly. And with that fine play, this ball game is over. Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. Atlanta earned their 109th win, best in the division. Ian Anderson wins his 17th game of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
The NL East, Ian Anderson.